Okay, today is December the 5th, 2016, and we're looking at the northeast Pacific water vapor loop. Right now at 9:20 p.m. in the foothills of Los Angeles, we have a temperature of 48 degrees. The relative humidity is 88%. Yesterday, we had a relative humidity of around 17%, and I was up in the mountains for a while, a few hours, and up there it was around 15%. The dew point currently is 45 degrees. Like I say, we have an 88% relative humidity now today, suddenly. And we have jet stream moisture flowing right into California right here. And we see that we've got a developing low right here, which has, we have some high pressure installed right in this area. We can see there's very, very little counterclockwise rotation as a result of this transmitter right on top of that system. Also, the other thing is that this transmitter is creating a barricade, a blockade from this tropical moisture field moving up that would normally wind right into the core of that system and help it develop into a rainmaker for California. But we've got a number of things going on here to prevent the rain in California. We've got chemtrail aerosols all over the place in this area. We'll take a look at that. Also, we have high pressure being reinstalled right in this area. We can see the black beginning to reappear through the moisture field right here. That's where the transmitter is reapplying its energy to clear this area out. Also, this blockade here is preventing, up here rather, this engineered blockade up here is preventing this low from receiving moisture from this jet stream flow. So they've got these both separated. This is generating about 17-foot swells in the North Pacific up here in this area. And also we have a storm developing over here, which has a transmitter on it. We can see this blockade engineered through this area to prevent this next moisture field from diving down and winding into this core, the core of this developing system right here. So we have all that going on. The chemtrails have been very heavy the last 3 days. We've got, as I say, this is the jet stream. We've got chemtrails all through this area. We'll take a look at that. And let's go take a look at the infrared map. And we can see pockets of moisture moving through central and southern California right here. And we can see a fairly straight edge along this area, right angle. Actually, it's a sort of an oblique angle right there. And that's from the transmitter right on top of this system, and that is preventing any counterclockwise rotation. And it is blockading, as I say, this moisture field from getting wound into that core. It's just peeling off and moving right towards California. Here's the western U.S. water vapor loop. You can see that blockade engineered all through here. This is maintaining separation between these two moisture fields. And look at all the chemtrails down here. All these aerosols being sprayed all through that area. And we can see that the jet stream is just bouncing off of this blockade right here and being forced, being channeled down through central and southern California. Let's take a look next at the infrared map. And we can see these pockets of moisture moving right through southern California, right there on the last, or rather the beginning frames, right there. All right, now here's the southwest water vapor loop. See a lot of aerosols being sprayed all through here. Here's the IR map. And today there was no rain anywhere in Southern California. We can look at the Doppler map here right now. And we see that almost the entire state is dry, except for offshore of Eureka up here. Eureka is a beautiful place, by the way. If anyone's not been up there, it's worth a trip. It's a long drive. All right, let's take a look next at the This is the SSEC water vapor map, and we can see all those trails being laid out all through this entire moisture field, especially right in here, because these are moving right into central and southern California. And we have this developing system here, which has got a transmitter on it. So we should be getting rain, but the terrorists controlling our weather have made a decision to stop this next opportunity for rain, which is this moisture field here, as well as this developing system with a transmitter on it. We've got this, we're going to stop that. Okay, now here's the MODIS Today map. This is the color satellite map showing Los Angeles area right here. And we can see that offshore we have a natural cloud frontal system moving in, moisture field right here. And we have some natural clouds running in a sort of a diagonal pattern right through here. These are all covered over, blanketed with chemtrail haze. And so this is why we had no rain today in Southern California. This is all chemtrail spraying. All these are trails. We've got haze. This gray haze is the chemtrail mix. And we can see the difference between the chemtrail haze and the natural clouds immediately by the color. This brilliant white is the natural clouds, and the chemtrail haze, the aerosols, is this gray stuff all throughout the map here. This off-white gray stuff is all chemtrail mix. Here we have the Colorado River, which runs down to the Gulf of California right here. This is all sprayed over, so there's a lot of heavy spraying all over the southwest, from the coast all the way over to probably into New Mexico. All right, let's look next at the, this is the surface analysis map, and we can see this is a Gale force system right here developing. That's the one that has the transmitter on it. And this is moving sort of in a northeasterly pattern to the northeast. And we have high pressure indicated here. There's 2 highs. Just about 3 hours ago, we had 4 highs in this area. Okay, next is the surface sea level pressure analysis right here. And we can see a low over Texas. This is a counterclockwise spinning surface low that's showing up on the map. We have that developing gale right here and a low up here. So there's 3 separate lows. All right, here's the 500 millibar map. We've got high pressure indicated all through this area, which is spinning everything clockwise. Also, we have that one area right here, which is beginning to break up and fill out like a, let's go back and take a quick look again. We have right here, got a transmitter right in this area. And that will evaporate all that moisture, and pretty soon we will not have any of this moisture going right into California. It will be redirected. So they're setting that up right now. We can see the black beginning to show through. All right, here's the 300 millibar map. And we have an upper level low, a very large upper level low over Canada. And we have some low pressure indicated here and up here. And we have a lot of squiggly lines all through this area, and that indicates manipulation by these transmitters. Got a developing system right over here. Let's go back and we'll take another look at that. That system right here was over California. This is generating all the wind. They had a high right next to that over here, and we can see that as it moves through, they've got a transmitter on that as well. Plus this blockade right here, which is being maintained to separate the jet stream from winding into this system right up here. And we've got this separated as well from the jet stream. Okay, so that's it. Do another update tomorrow.